Good afternoon. Today we will be discussing the rural-urban classification based on Census of India. Urban areas have been defined in each country based on their own unique characteristics and the own dynamics of that nation, and the various characteristics which are important in determining whether the area is urban or not. We have social phenomenon, social class, the cultural patterns are different in an urban area, the dominance of industry, trade, transport, services sector, especially the service sector is more significant. The demographic phenomenon is also very different in urban areas with higher literacy levels, higher population densities, and higher transport networks. So these characteristics define an urban area in general, but each country has its own specifics depending on their particular specific condition. Overall in the world, the report says, a United Nations report says that 54% of the world lives in urban areas. In developed countries it's 75%, in developing countries it's 45%, and it is interesting to know that in Asia actually more than 50% of the urban population actually lives in Asia, and in urban areas the fastest growing in Asia has the maximum population. In India, the country is demarcated into rural and urban areas based on the census of India, which is conducted every decade. And in India currently, according to the latest census data available of 2011, 31% of Indian population is actually urban. Census of India divides urban areas based on two criteria. First is statutory towns, which are defined according to a particular administrative purpose. Based on a particular administrative purpose, whether it's a municipal corporation, it might be a municipality, a cantonment board, a notified area. So these are areas which are defined as towns or urban areas because of their administrative importance or significance. They might be small district towns as well. These are called statutory towns, and the other towns which are actually identified by the census of India and not by administrative bodies are census towns, which have to have all of these three criteria. That is, they have to have a minimum population of 5,000 and a density of population of over 400 persons per square kilometer, and at least 75% of male main working population engaged in non-agricultural activities in that area. Only if all the three criteria are matched is the area called a census town. So census town and statutory towns are two types of urban areas which are classified as urban areas in India. Besides that, there is a concept of outgrowth and urban agglomeration. Outgrowth is nothing but simply the villages or part of the villages which are adjacent to any of the statutory towns normally, or even census towns, which display these urban characteristics, be it in terms of infrastructural development or access to amenities. For example, a university town, if we don't think in Indian context but maybe in a foreign context, the Oxford, I mean these are all towns which are outgrowth of the main town till the Oxford University. The entire area, university town you are calling it, including the outgrowth area. So in India, it must at least have the statutory town and the adjoining village influence area of the statutory town should together have a population of at least 20,000 for it to be termed as an outgrowth as per Census of India. And urban agglomeration is a much more wider concept than outgrowth. It includes more than two contiguous towns and the outgrowth between them. Together they are clubbed as urban agglomeration. Why we are mentioning these four categories, we will see in the next slide. In India, thus, we have urban areas can be statutory towns defined for by administrative bodies and for administrative purpose generally. Census towns, which are defined by census based on those three criteria, urban agglomerations and outgrowths. Total in 2011, India had about 7,935 towns in India. 2011 census, that is the latest we have, which comprises of a population of 377 million persons and more actually. This is a rough estimate, which is slightly more than this. And the urbanization rate, as mentioned earlier, between is 31% of population is urban, and the growth rate between 2001 and 2011 is 3.35%, which is higher than the previous decadal growth rate. So urban population in India is increasing at a faster rate. And for the first time in 2011, we see that the urban population increase, the absolute number of population increase in urban area was greater than that in rural areas, which is attributed to the vast growth of towns. And this vast jump in growth of towns is in terms of statutory and census towns, as a lot of towns have been reclassified based on criteria and administrative characteristics that are being considered, right? So that is why urban areas in India, absolute population increase has been higher than rural population increase last decades. And all the other areas which are not statutory towns, not census town, not urban agglomerations, and not outgrowths are actually termed as rural areas in India. The rural areas in India are all those areas which are not statutory census towns or urban agglomerations or outgrowths. This is how rural and urban areas in India are classified. A brief look shows us that the most urbanized areas is the western and southern tract of our country, and the less urbanized areas are the eastern and these less economically developed areas. This is the industrial belt primarily, and this industrial belt is the main urbanized tract of our country as per 2011 census. Now, urban areas are further classified according to Census of India. The largest category are the mega cities. Mega cities are those which cities have more than 10 million populations. There are 3 mega cities in India as per 2011 census: Mumbai, Delhi and Kolkata, and they have the largest chunk of the population of our urban population of our country. Metropolis are those cities which have 4 million plus towns, 4 million plus population, and million plus cities are those which have more than a million population, as the name is very self-explanatory. And there are now 53 million plus cities in India, and these 53 million plus cities as per 2011 census, actually in 2001 there were only 35, which has increased to 53 currently, and these have more than 42%, nearly 43% of urban India resides in these million plus cities or metropolis or mega cities together. And after that we have a 6-fold classification: class 1 cities which have a population of more than 1 lakh, and class 1 cities have more than 70% of urban population in India. And so we clearly see that in India urbanization is very lopsided, with the larger cities having majority of the urban population. Class 2 cities are those which have a population of 50,000 to 99,999. Class 3 are those which have 20,000 to 49,999 persons living or residing in them. Class 6 towns, class 5 towns and class 4 towns are called small towns, while class 2 and 3 towns are medium towns. Class 4 towns are those which have 10,000 to 19,999 persons living in them. Class 5 towns are those which have 5,000 to 9,999 persons living in them, and class 6 towns are those which have less than 5,000 persons residing in them. One might wonder why class 6 towns are atoll towns or urban areas, since the basic definition is that we should have at least 5,000 persons. But these are mainly the statutory towns which have been identified for administrative purpose, so they might not have meet the census criteria, threefold criteria that has been defined. So in India, urbanization, urban classification distinctly shows that the top heavy, the larger cities have a greater concentration, though over the last decade there has been slight decline in the growth rate of the three big cities, as the outgrowths are growing or the adjoining smaller towns are beginning to grow. Similarly, rural areas also there are very large villages which are class 1 villages which have a population of more than 10,000. There are class 2 and class 3 villages, each with a population of ranging between 5,000 to 9,999 and 2,000 to 4,999. These class 1, 2 and 3 villages have around 58% of the rural population of our country. Class 4 and 5 towns, villages are those which have a population of 1,000 to 1,999 and 500 to 9,999. The very small villages are those which have a population below 500, and below 500 these very small villages, class 6 and class 7 villages having a population of 200 to less than 500, and class 7 size class of rural area which have a population of less than 200. Now these very small villages in India are not so many in number, and the population concentration is not so high. The small villages, which is class 5, 6 and 7, have a total population percentage of only rural population of only 18% of rural population reside in these small villages. So even in villages we see that the medium sized villages, actually even this category doesn't have a very significant share. It is these medium sized or slightly moderate to large size villages between 2,000 to 9,999 which have the major chunk of the rural population in India. So in terms of urban and rural areas both, they see a lopsided structure with a predominance in urban areas towards larger cities and in rural areas towards medium to medium large villages. But majority of India, as is evident by this data, still resides in the rural areas in villages of medium to medium large size class. So this is the census classification. For further reference, you can always visit the Census of India website, which will give more detailed information. Thank you. Please feel free to contact on the given email ID.